No more gambling, just systematic upgrading. Find the purple line support, that's a discount, kid. Paying all your monthly bills, that's the knowledge I give.
Look at that, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, isn't that beautiful? Look at this trading range here on NVTS between 7s and 11s. Wow, I guess I should go to 7-Eleven and buy something. But yeah, we're breaking out here, so it's no surprise. You're seeing right now what open door technologies can do in the future, as in like real soon. It gets the breakout above a trading range or a downtrend, and it's gonna go. It's gonna start moving 7, 10, 20%. Let me go to the daily time frame. Yeah, you can see the clear breakout here, and we're just going. Sellers are nowhere to be found. Today, it's already at 14. It's already at 1437. Might be a big day here. If it breaks 15 today, ooh, like it can go, man. Because it's already at 1437 in pre-market. So if it can break 15, it can go to 16 today. And even, I mean, it depends. Welcome to the bull run. Things are going to start, they're going to start going. So those of you ready to take profit, I would wait for at least 17 and then maybe see if it continues higher. What you don't want to do is watch it go to 17 and then you don't take profit and hoping for more, and then it dumps like it did that last time, right? Imagine buying down here at like 5, it went to 17 and you just didn't sell. You just watched it go down. So you don't want to be a sucker like that. So definitely look to take profit on NVTS if it goes to 17, if it starts falling, right? We would expect some selling pressure around there anyways. And we did close this sweet gap right here. We closed that gap right here, right? That rent-a-girlfriend gap, as Seb Luke was talking about. I've been checking out different animes. I recently watched season 1 and 2, How Not to Summon a Demon, and I started watching the Rising of the Shield Hero. Next up, redo of Healer, but it's very dark. Shades, huge shout out to the man, the myth, the legend. Shout out to Troy Rosa, because I am streaming right now as I'm making this analysis on NVTS. So yeah, even the trading range here, if you were just flipping the trading range when it was just going sideways, I mean, god damn, the volatility alone you'd be making. You could have just flipped it for 10% over and over and over again, quite frankly. But now here's the people holding the big positions on the swing trades, the long-term swing trades. This is where it's going to pay off. This is where you're going to make your 50 to 100%. Whether you're holding IonQ, APOD, NVTS, SoFi, and the many other good ones out there. So, and there's again, shorts, they have to cover their position. They can't just sit there and let their position get redder and redder and redder. So at some point we will get plenty of squeezes across a lot of stocks that have high short interest, because there's a lot of stocks still with 20, 30, 40% short interest. So that's something to keep in mind as well, right? The markets are rallying because bullish, right? We're done. The bear market is over, which means we're only going to get lots of buying pressure. People are afraid to miss out, so they're going to pile on. And that's going to be more buying pressure, and that's going to cause people to look at the stock market and go, oh my God, it just keeps going up. And then people just keep piling on, and it just keeps going green, 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 green. And the shorts, of course, they have to cover too, so they pile on, right, having to buy to cover the position. So it's just all this fuel, essentially, coming into the markets all at once, and that's why you're seeing stocks just absolutely booming, green after green. And this is just that's how it is, guys. That's welcome to the bull market. I don't know why so many people are trying to be bearish when we're bullish. It makes me think that there's a lot of probably retail who is holding a short position in the red, deep in the red or something, because a lot of people probably bought puts and probably short-term dated puts, so they're hoping for a big crash is what I would predict, because that's kind of how people are. They're just always going to be a group of really dumb, stupid people who buy short-term dated options, and if the market doesn't do what they want it to do, they start going, oh, just you wait, we're going to drop. But the reality is when people are hoping for the drop, usually the opposite happens, because those people don't know what the hell they're doing. They're not looking at charts. They're not analyzing anything. They're just hoping. So we don't got hope. And if you've been following this channel long enough, now you know, like NVTS, when it dips, and when we crash, buy the dip. So there you go, guys. That is the analysis on NVTS. I guess I should make a motivational speech right now. I just want you to think about what I'm about to say, which is, if you survived the bear market, you are positioned to make a lot of money in the bull market because you bought everything when it was cheap. That's number one. Number two, at the end of the bull market, you will look back and be like, wow, I really grew my portfolio. And you're going to be excited for the next crash. You're going to be excited for the next dump. And number three, because you've been through the bull and bear market cycles, the fact that you survived the bear market, because a lot of people get destroyed in a bear market, the fact that you survived it means that you can just repeat the same process. Like that's you've already been through both cycles. You can just rinse and repeat the same shit. Like that's it. Just rinse and repeat the same exact shit. That's what it is. And that's all it is. It's just rinse and repeat. Bull market, you take profit. Bear market, dollar cost average under the purple line. Bull market comes around, take profit. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. As long as you are buying good companies with growing revenues, it's just going to be very hard to lose, especially stocks that have a history of always going higher, or who have good recovery strength after a crash, because that's something you have to think about as well. So yeah, you're those of you growing your portfolio, you are doing fantastic, and all you got to do now is just rinse and repeat year after year. Just do the same shit over and over again, and you will. You've already proven that you can do this. You've already proven that you can trade the shades away. You buy under the purple line. You dollar cost average. You don't overthink it. You don't get scared. You just buy, and then in the bull market things go up. You make your portfolio grows, from 30K to 50K or whatever. And rinse and repeat for the next 10, 20 years, and you'll get to $1 million depending on it depends on what you're starting with. Obviously, if you're starting with 6 figures, you can get to $1 million faster. But yeah, like it just, you've already proven that you can do this the shade way. So at that point, it's just rinse and repeat, and you're going to be rewarded. As long as you didn't do something stupid along the way, like go all in on calls or something dumb like that. And then just don't be greedy more than anything.